Hi Pisces, welcome to Biting Butterfly Tarot. We're going to go ahead and see what Spirit wants you to know, what's coming towards you for Mercury Retrograde. So let's give this a go. Spirit, what do you have to tell for the collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings. Ouch. I was actually going to say that your energy today felt very, very heavy. I've only done 3 of the other. I've done Scorpio, Libra, and Gemini, but your energy just felt significantly heavy today. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So anything that is taken from you, you will receive something better in return. It might not be instant. It might take you a while to see the blessing in that. But sometimes, you know, rejection is God's protection. Even though that does not help anybody at the time when they're going through that. So what is Wasp Spirit about? Just an injustice or an unfairness? Unfairness, I'm sorry. What is that involving, Spirit? And yours are so closely tied together. I think I'm going to do both before I... Okay, there's impatience. So there might be some impatience behind getting your justice, and there's a huge dislike of change and resistance to change, because change is sometimes not fair. If you didn't do anything to cause the problem, yeah, attitude and mindset and family and home dynamics. So there might be something you're impatient about, or something that needs to change on the home front. And what's the advice to Spirit about this injustice for the Pisces collective, please? Get out of your head. You're over-analyzing it and fighting it, and you need to let it go and move forward. Okay. So this Buffalo Spirit, what is it involving for the Pisces for Mercury Retrograde? Ooh. Pay attention to the sign. Someone else got this. About what? A pressing issue is at hand. Okay. So something big's going to happen. Friends or friendships. Okay. Regarding what? There's something that you're not being honest about, or that they're not being honest about. They may have become withdrawn, or possibly you have been pulling back your energy or your emotions. And it has something to do with a karmic situation or pattern, or could be a karmic partner. What's the advice about this? Keep going. You're on the right path or track. Just pay attention to those signs and be vulnerable. See, you have not owning your truth and be vulnerable to step out of your comfort zone. So that needs to probably take place in Mercury Retrograde. Be careful about how you address it and what you say. I wouldn't leave too much open for interpretation, and just be fair and honest. Why is Wasp Spirit here with injustice and unfairness, please? The thinking woman. So yeah, feminine energy is way up in her head that like, wow, this is so not fair. Something is so not fair here. And what was not fair for this? Ooh, something flew on the floor. But I'm going to keep going and I'll get it in just a second. So I see she's done, I don't like all of these. I'm going to just take these 2 that came up on top. This was the 4 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and 9 of Swords. But I'm going to put that back in there and just kind of see where this takes us. Ooh, flying out. So I feel like she's the universe is trying to push this feminine energy forward. And it's bizarre because it's like there's an impatience to it. Oh, there's the Justice card. Okay. There's an impatience to this energy, but at the same time they're fighting it, because it's almost like they're determined to go down a certain path, and the universe is like, no, there's some things that you don't have a say in. And there's 2 6s. Who got that? Was it Gemini? And that was bringing balance back to like a twin flame soulmate connection, I believe. There were secret feelings regarding fate and destiny. But you can see here she's been very up in her head about this with the Hermit and the Five of Swords, thinking, very upset about the conflict. And maybe things aren't going as fast as she'd like. It looks like that with the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. It's been taking a while. But yet she's resisting it because the universe is like, hey, once this happens, we'll bring in this change. Because we see that you've been through a lot of pain. You're focusing on that pain, overthinking that pain. There's something that you need to let go of to move forward to get your justice. And it looks like a King of Cups, maybe somebody that you're holding on to in your heart space that you have a lot of love for. Because they're trying to push you forward in victory with 2 sixes, the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. What does Pisces need to let go of in this Mercury retrograde? That may or may not be fair. Well, there's the Queen of Swords, so somebody's going to cut it out. There's confusion options possibly, but there will be a moment of clarity. And possibly a air sign with the Queen of Swords. Now, they will cut someone out and move forward. And they can be difficult to approach. So, don't be difficult for someone to approach you. Yeah, see with the Nine of Cups, you're kind of stepping on your own toes here. They're saying let go of the past and don't be blocked. Don't be guarded. Don't be so impatient with when's this going to happen and what are they impatient about? It might be more than just the unfairness and the lack of change. They're flying out over here. It's an Eight of Cups. It's taking too long with the Knight of Pentacles for sure. Good grief. Yeah, they have a big message for you today, Pisces. We got everything? Okay. So they're saying whatever walked away from you that caused you to feel this such injustice, and there's been a long time where you haven't received an apology. Nobody's tried to make that right. And that's holding you back with the Four of Pentacles. You're holding back your own happiness, your own new beginning, because you won't let this die. So just allow the changes to come in. Sometimes it's not who, when, what, or how we think it's going to happen. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in the future. But to force those changes and to make it happen, you've got to reconcile all of this in your head, this over-analysis, the injustice, whatever was done to you was definitely unfair and caused you a great amount of pain. But don't be withdrawn. Don't hold somebody else accountable. Don't hold yourself accountable for somebody else's actions. Don't let that hold you back, I think is the overall message there. Okay, what about for Buffalo Spirit? And pay attention to the signs. Okay, there's a strategy card. And contract. So you might need an exit strategy here. Not owning your truth and being withdrawn. Why is strategy here, please? Or the Pisces collective. During Mercury retrograde. And all of a sudden I want to cough. It feels like my throat's closed. So you might feel like you can't tell this person your feelings. And that's why they're saying it's okay to be vulnerable. That might be what you need to do to get your justice. Oh, here we go. This is insane. Okay, the Emperor, the Hangman, and Judgment. So you're spending all this time being resistant to change and just sitting there thinking about the past and over-analyzing everything, that you're blocking your own blessings with Judgment. And they're sending you the signs because time's running out. Now, what is this? And it looks like this contract would be a soul contract. Although, you know, there might be some things that have to... Why is this contract here? Ooh, the swords try to fly out again. I don't want to take those because I'll take that one and that one. The other's kind of... No, they're telling me go ahead and take it. Okay. Yeah, there's a contract here with someone who deeply loves you, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates, both ways, because it's a soul contract with deep love. But this person hasn't expressed their level of emotions here. They didn't have the strength to do so. They need to heal the connection to move things forward. They know that you know, this counterpart is their Ten of Pentacles, their end-all, be-all. And it's a pressing issue, and they're getting the signs. I wonder if this is your energy or them. Because maybe you feel when this injustice happened, they weren't coming back, and they're saying, hey, let's see. What should we do here? How about this pressing issue? Or let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Friends and friendship. What's so... Could be somebody at work or something that's been going on a while that you've been trying to work on with the Eight of Pentacles. One flew on the floor there. Six of Pentacles. There's a lack of balance. And this could be a love partner just because it says friends and friendships, especially with the Queen of Wands. It might be just a stagnant dynamic. Maybe you're really good friends with this person. It's a karmic, a soulmate, you know, the good kind. And the universe is saying, hey, there's all these signs that, you know, or they're telling them that because you're on the right track. Keep going. You're on the right path or track. Maybe that's just for you to take that first step forward. Yeah, there it is, the Ace of Wands. You just need to own your truth and make a decision. Because you felt like the energy's been at a stalemate. And I think that's because nobody has been vulnerable in this situation whatsoever. Why is the... let's see. I want to go back to this Eight of Pentacles for the friend with the Queen of Wands. Because I feel like this is... There might have been a friend involved in the demise of this connection somehow. And it needs to be balanced and discussed. It could have just been a misunderstanding. It might have not been intentional. Okay, we have the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, with the Three of Cups. So I feel there was a miscommunication. A friend, an outside party might have gotten involved and told the truth or made some type of information known that provided that situation to close to an end and have you move on to somebody else, possibly. Or they did, and it looked like it was golden, but it's not. It's all karmic, and that friendship energy could be their energy for that third party. They want more passion. They've tried to work on it to get the balance, but they're going to have to make a final decision. Yeah, that seems to be way more on track. Yes, this is divine timing. Temperance. They're very confused about it, though, with the Seven of Cups and conflicted. Like, how do I even approach this? They don't like being vulnerable. They like to control the situation, and I kind of feel like you might too. And that could just be because of what happened. You're standing in your power, but they know deep down where their happiness lies. And they're going to have to make that choice to get to that happiness. So they're working on their strategy right now. Will there be communication if, let's see, because somebody's got to be vulnerable. Is that the, who needs to be vulnerable here? Why is that here? Who needs to step out of their comfort zone? I kind of feel like it needs to be both people at this point because it seems like everybody's stuck in their corners and refusing to come forward. Be vulnerable. Yeah, it's taken a long time, Knight of Pentacles. But, you know, even though that's the slowest moving energy in the tarot, it's the only one that is, it gets there, you know, it gets there. It just takes a long time, and there's some definite impatience here, and some time's running out, though. Now, what is this karmic situation? Something that's been a burden. It's about to come to an end. It's been a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict there. Okay, so could they expect communication or movement during Mercury retrograde? Is this person going to come forward? Spirit, please, for the sign of Pisces. 10 of Cups, that's happiness. So regardless, just Let it, you know, just tell yourself that any injustice is really just the universe's way of just kind of starting the playing field out anew. And there's going to be an epiphany and some healing here. So communication does look good. If not, yeah, happiness. If not, they're going to have a real moment of clarity and be pushed. They're going to have to just get out of that comfort zone, though. But they're still guarded. And make sure you're not guarded when they come back in. Why is judgment here with strategy? Even though we knew that, I feel kind of compelled to get a clarifier for that. Yeah, there we go. They need a strategy to come in with the Chariot, fast and serious and with victory. And that's the only thing kind of holding them back at this time. Is they know, and they might need to set this, you know, be vulnerable with the karmic and set that to rest too. That flew out. Yeah, they want victory. Just like I said, 6 of Wands, they want victory. So they're coming. And possibly, there'll definitely be movement during Mercury Retrograde and Epiphanies. But just remember to let go of any expectations. Let go of all the hurt in the past. And just clear your energy and open your heart. And own your truth. Always be true to yourself. And the universe will work everything else out behind the scenes. So thank you for being here today. Please like, share, and subscribe. There is everything you need to know in the description box. And I will see you soon. Thank you, Pisces.